What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Deal Sports. Usual guys are here. Myself, Big John, Brother Walt. Gentlemen, he's finally done it. The countdown is over because now it's what can he add to it? So,
More and then some.
A ring? You can still add a ring. Come on. No, it's one
You
more
can
ring.
still get a ring. That's possible. He ain't lying. Okay, you can't come. I can't be mad at that. He can still definitely get a ring.
it's tough.
Be the
Tying Kobe
all-time
was
scoring leader, and then
yeah.
have 5 rings.
He should at least tie Kobe. I feel.
Well, I mean, in the case for the scoring title, he would tie Kareem. Both,
Yeah,
highest
both
scoring,
Kareem. Yeah,
five
and he
rings.
top Magic, Kobe,
So in
Kareem.
that aspect, I agree. But it's gonna be an uphill climb, man, because they don't have the best talent around him. We see that they keep trying to trade Russ at any chance they can get. Russ, like, bruh, he
Oh
killing.
man, hey Russ knew the lights were on last night though. He was like, "Oh, you saying we live global? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm taking some shots. Boy, I'm taking some shots.
This
But
dude.
before we get into that, Walt, you being a our Ohio native on the show, what was it? What was it like for you? Because I mean, you pretty much seen all 38,000
I
points.
seen it all. I seen it all, baby. I just seen it all. Honestly, it was. How can I explain it? It was a good feeling, but it would have been more of a better feeling, I should say, if it was done here in Ohio. Like I said, I'm not trying to take away from his greatness at all. You know what I'm saying? But like how we were just discussing before the show, I just feel like it's too much. There's too many others that did it in LA already. I should say that already, set it up, set the stepping stone. I should say for the legacy of Los Angeles Lakers. I should say so. I just feel like with him accomplishing that in LA, it was nice, but I feel like it would have been more. It would have been better for his legacy, I should say, if it was done in Cleveland. Just because of just like I said, you got Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Kobe, um, more other greats that I can't think of right now. But it's already been done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a great accomplishment, and because he had his whole family there. Had his wife, his mother, his family, friends, and everything. It was good to see he had his son. That moment, between him and his son. I thought that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Because he had his son's courtside, and his son's got the like video, of course, when just like everybody else got the video when he made the shot. So I just thought with that moment of him, and his son, I thought that was pretty dope as well. Just to see the growth, like I said, because just and that's another thing, just being able to see how far LeBron has come, what I'm saying, from making his first bucket with the Kings to now finish, beating the record in LA against the Thunder, even though they didn't get the dub. But, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, what I'm saying, it's more about the 30K, 38,000, I should say, than the dub, even though I'm sure he wanted to win, because especially like I said, with the seeding, they were both tied, I think, last night. So, it definitely been the icing on the cake if we would have been to get the dub. But at the end of the day, it was definitely a great moment. Definitely, proud of LeBron. Like I said, I've been following LeBron since his high school days. So I was telling my wife last night, I was like, man, we did it. We did it. We did it. But I was like, we did it. But yeah, man, it's just, that journey, just 20 years, man. And for him, I didn't know that LeBron was only 38 to accomplish this, and Kareem was 42 when he did this. Like, that's 4 year difference. So I can't imagine just what LeBron could do with it by the time he was 42. So
Yeah.
beautiful accomplishment. Well done, LeBron. I know you still got more to come. Let's get that one more ring, though. I need it.
Go ahead, John. What you got?
I was going to only have praise for LeBron, and I will start with my praise for LeBron.
It sounds like a skip moment to me.
I will start with criticizing the Jordan fans. By the way, so a lot of them are completely secure in being Jordan fans, but you can tell there's some insecure Jordan fans because they felt like this moment needed their defense of Jordan somehow. And it was like, listen, if Jordan's the greatest, you don't need to be all over social media defending him right now. Like this is LeBron's moment.
People were defending him.
Yes, like cool 38,000, but but you ain't win 6 in a row or whatever.
Listen, I got a couple of memes from somebody yesterday.
I never said that. I just said
no, but well, hang on. I'm just saying.
No. I'm talking about.
If you're an insecure Jordan fan, then there's some legitimacy to the argument that LeBron is. For the secure Jordan fans who believe he's the GOAT, they were quiet because they already know what they believe. I will say this: LeBron didn't win 2 rings, take a few years off, try to come back and win some. He tried to keep going and win 3, 4, 5. Didn't happen, but he didn't quit every couple years. But here's my point: is this was amazing. Like this was awesome. You could see it in his eyes. You could see what this moment meant to him when it was the culmination of just years and years of pressure he put on himself, pressure the media put on him, pressure you could tell it was just like a moment of relief for him. And for that, like if you're a sports fan, whatever, if you're a LeBron hater, whatever, but if you're a sports fan, just true sports fan through and through, this was a big moment. And there's a reason it was televised globally. But that fourth quarter was the most pathetic thing I have seen, and it did not undo the night for me, but it kind of did in a sense. I'll say this: it didn't undo the past 20 years of watching LeBron, but it undid the night for me because watch him come out, go 1 for 2 for 2 points, couple rebounds, a cheap rebounds by the way at that, and an assist in the fourth when he could have won this game. Dude could have easily gone off for 50. When he hit 36, he could have pushed and got 50 and probably won this game. He didn't. And I don't know if the moment got to be too big for him, and that's fine. I'm just saying it kind of undid the moment a little bit for me because his team didn't go away and he did. And for that, I didn't appreciate that. But this is not like a complete hash on LeBron. Like I was just a little disappointed by that. But other than that, yeah, man, like it was freaking awesome to see.
Yeah.
That's fair to say because it did look like after the presentation that 15 20 minute presentation that they had, it seemed like after that moment, like it seemed like LeBron was just like hey, I got there, and now it's just like, hey, I want to get ready for the next game now, so I done pretty much did what I wanted to do for the night, I should say. So now I'm about to just sit back and because LeBron ain't just not about to just take two shots in the fourth quarter. Like I just felt like
1 for 6, I would have been like, oh, he's still trying.
Right,
he went 1 for 2 was like,
yeah, it was like he was just like, yeah, I'm cool. So I could care less. It felt like you could kind of see it in his body language, like he was just like kind of like, all right, after this moment.
He said, I'm cool.
But for real though, like if you really paying attention to like how he was playing in the fourth quarter, that's how his body language was though. It's just like, hey, I did what I wanted to do for the night. Let's get ready for the Bucks because that's the game that I thought he was going to break it in. Honestly, was the Thursday night game, but he broke it, of course, yesterday. And
this looks like the actions of a man just won his 5th title, and actually, this is a man who's 2 games behind the under 500 Thunder. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, but that being said, like kudos to him on the shot. I that's the emphasis. But I just can't not mention what happened the rest of that fourth quarter. But, the big moment was the shot, obviously, and that's what we're really here for.
I wonder how many people left after that. Like, they're like, all right, we've seen what we wanted. We going. Because, that's really the only reason you're there. So it's like it happened.
But it wasn't like the game wasn't close, though. So I'm sure they probably...
No, it very much so was. But, like sometimes people are like, all right, I just want to see this. And when this happens, I'm gone.
That's right.
It's LA. You got to get that traffic early.
I'm about to say it's going to be traffic in LA regardless.
That's true. But if you could get a if you could get an early start on it, take it.
But yeah, all the celebrities that was there too, man. That's just that atmosphere. I couldn't imagine the atmosphere, man. I see why those ticket prices were very high last night.
Can I say for Thunder fans, we are not the least bit upset LeBron got this against us because
I knew he was going to say he just had to throw some shit in there.
I'm just saying, like after after the way Shea put him to sleep, and the rest of the guys, we're not upset. But it was cool for me because I got to see it and got to watch my team play at the same time. So it was like I was just fitting a whole bunch into one thing. It was nice. It was a good night for me.
The Lakers lost last night because it's one because of LeBron and one the fact that AD only had 13 points. It shouldn't be no fact that
there was no defense out there last night. It was
from both sides though. From both sides, like it was like, what, ain't nobody gonna play defense. I'm like, bro, the Thunder are just shooting at will right now. I think they went like 11 for like 15 or something in the first half. Like it was just crazy. It was just like they weren't missing. But the Lakers weren't playing no defense either though. But I thought AD was gonna have a little bit better night though, honestly. Like I said, he started off hot, but then it's like everybody started just to give the ball to LeBron because they, I guess, wanted to see the moment, maybe. So, but it may be like he just got, like I said, it just seemed like everybody got out of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully their next game against the Bucks, they can come back strong. That's gonna be a tough game, though. Giannis, he been dropping 50 pieces like it ain't no other. You feel me? So I don't know. That's gonna be a tough matchup. That's that barbecue chicken. That's why I did.
Hey, I got a quick question. What if he didn't break it last night, but he needed like a dunk or something in the next game, and he got it like the first quarter? They did the timeout presentation.
It might have been better, honestly.
Think so?
Because it was early in the game, got it out the way early. You know what I'm saying? It was first quarter. I think this was like it was third quarter. It was like 10 seconds left. So
yeah,
if that was to happen against the Bucks, it would have probably been a lot better. That way, he would have got out the way early.
Do they play the Bucks in LA or?
I think it is LA. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have waited then. I would have been.
I expect one of two things. He's either going to take the next game off or he's going to come out and drop another 40.
He can't take the next game off against Giannis, man.
Or LeBron's going to come out and score 40. I'll bet you one or the other. I'll bet you it's going to be one extreme or the other. He ain't going to come up and put out 20 after that. I think he's going to come out and do 40 or he's going to sit. But I'm
hoping that performance, he does come out and play against the Bucks. I'm sorry.
Drop 50.
But we ain't got time for it today. But that Cam Thomas, I think, from Brooklyn, 3 straight 40 pieces. So maybe Brooklyn isn't exactly going away. Maybe there's
like one of those Jeremy Lin type moments or something like that. No.
I think this kid's got more upside than Jeremy. No offense, Jeremy. I think he's got more upside. But he's not going to keep scoring 40, obviously. But
it's a nice run for sure. I just, I don't think he's just going to be able to keep up that pace, though.
I mean, I don't think Jeremy ever scored 40 during that run. He might have done it once, but he hit like 38 versus the Lakers against Kobe. The night that Kobe said, when they asked him, what do you think about Jeremy Lin? He said, who? And then Jeremy sniped him for 38 and hit the dagger at the end. But that was over in 10 games. But I mean, he's got 340 pieces in a row, and so I mean, hey man, maybe the Nets aren't dead. Maybe they still got something there.
No, ain't nobody worried about that.
Yeah, I like his little comments too of what they said. He's like, I'm a Kobe fan because I think he said he's like the second youngest player to do it. They was comparing him to LeBron. He was like, oh yeah, I'm a Kobe fan. I don't compared to whatever.
Yeah, sometimes people. It's just one of them things. It's like, bro, ain't nothing wrong with being compared to LeBron.
I mean, I don't know if necessarily he was saying it like that, but I get deep into some stuff sometimes, I should say.
Because a lot of people do that. It's like, bro, just take the compliment and be like, hey, I'm just glad to be in that kind of conversation.
Which he did. He did. I can't front him on that. He did.
So is it time for our favorite LeBron moments? Because mine actually isn't even a scoring one. I'll start it off.
Uh-oh.
Mine was when he blocked Thiago Splitter in the playoffs. I mean, that's still my favorite LeBron play of all time.
That was in the finals. You're talking about the finals block?
Yeah.
That's
still my favorite personal favorite LeBron moment of all time. He's known for the chase downs, but that one was just great, man. It was.
He got a lot.
I was about to say he got a lot.
He got like an hour worth of highlights.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's like it's a lot for me, bro. Like just like I said, just me personally, just watching his career, man. Like I can't even put him in order. Like it's like what one was that game 6 think it was in 2012 against Boston. That game was just crazy. The game against Detroit when he scored 25, 26 straight, like that was just. I think that was probably one of the best games I ever seen live, like of LeBron's career. Seriously, like just seeing him going on that scoring page, and then of course
that Pistons team, like the Pistons. Yeah, he ended that Pistons team.
He did. That's what I'm saying. Like that Pistons team was the Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace. I feel like did I say Rip Hamilton? Rip Hamilton. I think they even had Rodney Stuckey or something like that. Like, but they had a squad, bro. Like,
he's a Prince.
Yeah, I said Prince. Yeah. Man, that squad was crazy.
To get a young Melo.
That squad was crazy, but
that was one of the first games where I really saw LeBron just fall in love with for me personally, I'm sure someone could say, oh, there's more, but with the jump shot, the fadeaway, he was just pulling out every single shot. Hit 25. I think he scored 25 of the last 27, and at one point like 23 in a row or something like that. I forget what it was, but yeah, it was just one of my favorite games. Yeah, I was talking about plays, but yeah, one of my favorite. Like if you talk about moment, like it's just a whole, talk about momentum, man. Like that was awesome.
It's a lot for me, man. I can't decide. I mean, of course you could say the championship, but I mean, it's so many he had before that as well, and after I should say. But it's so many for me, man. But I can't pick. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's so many ways I can go. For real. So yeah, Nico, you're gonna have to take that one. I'm curious to hear what your favorite moment is.
You know what? It's actually against the Bulls, man. When he jumped over John
Lucas.
I'm like, who does that?
Didn't he jump over Jason Terry? Too or no?
He just jumped on him something crazy though. It was just
he caught a body on Jason Terry.
that was a murder case right there.
My three favorite plays I like from him. He jumped over John Lucas, like literally jumped over my man.
I'm gonna just point out LeBron do got the most points against the Bulls. That's I'm gonna just say that.
Nobody asked you though.
I'm just going.
Nobody.
I'm in the and one with Paul Pierce trying to literally pull him to the ground. Remember that one where he's pulling from behind?
But my favorite, I would say my favorite play from him is either that Boston when he caught the body on Terry. And honestly, when he blocked, who was it? Jaylen Brown. When Jaylen Brown tried to dunk him, and he hit him with the "you tried it."
No. That was I think that was Turner.
Turner, yes.
Turner.
He hit him with the "you tried it."
Yeah.
It's like I almost got you, and I was like, "Hey, you tried to dunk me." I probably would have said the same thing. You tried.
You talked about like longevity though, like because his highlight reel is over an hour long. It's even longer. It's way longer than that. This man has played long enough. And I'm making jokes, obviously. I'm not taking shots, but this man has played long enough, and his longevity is such a credit that like he has 10-minute montages of flopping or looking at his hand before he shoots three. I'm just saying, like even the haters,
I know, I get it.
Make montages, but it's a kind of a credit to like how long and how long he's been great. Not just how long he's played, but how long he's been great. That like I take it a credit. Like this week, we probably had more dislikes this week than ever before, and honestly, we've also had more views than on a long time as well. And so like it's like yes, okay, you should self-reflect and be like, am I doing something wrong? But at the same time, there's certain like we got haters. You know what I mean? It feels good in a sense. You do want to self-reflect and be like, did I say something stupid? Probably. But if I didn't, then we just got haters. And that's kind of a good feeling. It's like, maybe we're doing something right. And so I think having the amount of haters this dude has is also a testament to like his legacy. And you can take it however you want. But, I will say I'm a fan of not a fan. I completely have no problem with flopping. Do not have a problem. Marcus Smart level flopping? No, not that. I'm not talking about that. But I have no problem flopping. The roll around the floor afterward, come on, man. Come on. Like, Don't make me pull up them clips.
I mean, he got to do something to get the call. You feel me?
He
You
just
know,
did it in
But
that
the rule,
Boston
but
game.
after you got the call, after you got the call,
you just got to make sure it's set in stone because they always keep saying he's so big, you know. So he's like,
well, maybe
hey,
go to the tape. I'll go to the tape. I'll go to the tape.
a little bit.
I'll go to the
He
tape.
got elbow. What are you
tape.
talking about?
We'll
He
go to
got
the tape.
elbow in the face.
No, but
He got
mean,
elbow
hey,
in the.
Nah, John, you
That's a
gotta
little
play that
much.
Boston clip from like last week.
He got
He didn't get
elbow in
he
the
didn't get
face.
the call.
Oh my
He was
god,
it's
crying.
a little much.
killing me.
But
Killing
no, I'm
me.
just saying. It's still though, just the fact that he has that level, like 10-minute. You know, what I mean, the looking at the hand and then shooting the three. That means you gave him too much space, right? But the fact that he has a 10-minute montage of that is like. A lot of guys haven't even hit that many deep threes, you know what I mean? Like in their whole career. And so like just it's all a testament to his greatness. I don't know if I call him GOAT, but I don't mind if people call him King. You know, I think it's a self-given title. But listen, now I want to see that playoff push. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to see it. If he doesn't make playoffs again, it's gonna be like, did you just do it? You and Tom Brady, did you just come back for the stats, for the record? Did you go? What did you come back for? And that's the thing is, I want to see him make a push for the playoffs, and that would really
on him though.
It would make the season more magnificent if he came back and made the playoffs.
It's not just on him though.
As compared to the 8.
The front seat. I said the front seat. The front office has to make the moves to get help around him, and he don't have enough help right now. Like,
yeah, I was sorry. He was bummed he didn't get Kyrie, but I don't know why he thought he was getting him anyway.
I mean, but they still say there's still a possibility that he could still possibly get him though. I don't know if you see that. I posted that on IG by Brian Windhorst.
Yeah,
but yeah, he still says still a possibility that it can happen. But I mean, just going based off what you said though, I mean, it's not really all on LeBron. I mean, LeBron has been doing what he's having to do, but it's just one, the team is not playing no defense. The front office is not making no moves to try to help out LeBron. LeBron killed himself though by signing that damn extension for real, in my opinion. But he loves LA for some reason. I don't know why. He just loves LA. He wants to stay there. He wants to end his career in LA. I don't know why, but he does. But yeah, it's just but I do agree with you on the part of I do want to see him make that playoff run though. I mean playoff push run because I don't want to see him miss another playoffs. That's just gonna be more ammo for these damn bulls. I mean, Jordan hating people just to keep on. Yeah, Nico, just to add more ammunition. But just real talk though, I just don't want to hear that because then they're gonna be like, "Oh, he missed another playoff. He missed another playoffs." I'm not trying to hear that. I'm really not.
So, do we gotta explain to him again? Why Divas choose LA over Cleveland and Chicago and Tennessee?
You know what? He wants to look, man. No, we ain't gonna go into it because he be done cut the show off again.
What else we gotta talk about today?
I can't act up. Y'all lucky I'm at work. I can't really act up. I want to.
Kudos to LeBron. Don't we got some Aaron Rodgers news?
Yeah, we got a little bit of Aaron Rodgers news for sure.
Go ahead, Walt. Aaron Rodgers on the dark retreat.
So yeah, it's yeah. I just brought this up just because I thought it was just a funny topic. Just Mr. Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers again. So I guess he was on his podcast of I forgot was the Pat McAfee if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, he's like a weekly guest.
Yeah, he's like a weekly person there or whatever. So yeah, I guess he was on the Pat McAfee show and they were pretty much asking him about his future, I guess, with the Green Bay Packers. So of course he didn't really get into detail, but he's just pretty much saying like he'll give everybody his answer, I guess, once he comes back from this, dark retreat. I guess which is a such thing. I did look it up. It is such thing, I guess, where it's a retreat where they go, you don't have no electronics, no TV, whatever, I guess, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you just, I guess, kind of clearing your mind like a meditation type of thing, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm guessing, he's going there so he can clear his mind and get ready for his future with Green Bay or wherever else that will be. So I just thought this was kind of an interesting story. So that's why I wanted to talk about it.
I think he'd be lying sometimes. It's like, bro, don't nobody care.
Yeah.
Just go on your dark retreat.
But I'm just curious. Is it really a dark retreat, or is he really just going to maybe go get some more of his what do you call that stuff again? Oh my god,
Drugs.
how?
Drugs.
Well, yeah, well, drugs. But I was trying to be the more the more settled wording for it. But yeah, I guess you
hang
can
on.
say.
Let me just say
get
this.
that green. That's what he's going to get.
Maybe
Go ahead,
maybe he's preparing to be a Raider to go to the black hole. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's what it is. Maybe their cheer
That's a
section.
crazy way to think about it, but that kind of
maybe
makes
that's what it is.
sense.
Maybe he's letting them know, like, listen, I've been there. My mind is blank. There's just marbles rolling around,
That's a crazy,
and hopefully a football somewhere in there. But maybe the guy just does whatever his latest girlfriend recommends or something. You know, the last one was like, listen, do some ayahuasca. This next one, she seems a little more emo. Maybe she's like, wear some black. I don't know. Who knows? Next year, he gonna be handling snakes at some crazy church.
Come
Who
back
knows?
next year looking like John Wick for real. Black hair, black beard, like
Yeah, well, maybe he'll be at a snake handling church next year, and we'll see him come back with some, you know, who knows?
Are you
Whatever.
saying Aaron Rodgers is going through a midlife crisis?
All
Man,
I'm saying
it
is
sound
like he didn't. No, I'm just saying like he seems very at the whims of whoever he's dating at that time. Maybe who knows? I'm making speculation. I have no clue.
Boy,
But I'm
Gigolo,
just
ain't
saying
he?
like the last girl, her name was literally like Earth Blue or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it was. I'm not surprised he was out there at a hippie retreat doing ayahuasca. I'm not surprised. Like his girlfriend's name was like whatever, and he's got a new one now. All I'm saying is,
you know, sorry.
I will say this:
got
I
money.
don't know that these clearly whatever he did last year did not help him play better after winning 2 straight MVPs. But at the same time, he wasn't bad last year. I'm not sure where that comes from. Like he was still one of the best quarterbacks in the league last year. So no, he did not have an MVP season, but he wasn't bad. He was still one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and anyone would be lucky to have him.
But you know what?
Unless you're Kansas City.
He wasn't bad, but he didn't get the job done. When the chips was all on the table, he couldn't beat the Detroit Lions to get to the playoffs. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. I think for the first time in his career, he was 2-0 against the Lions this season.
Yeah, but he's always been bad in win or go home situations, and that was kind of a win or go home situation. He has a terrible record in those games, so I'm not surprised that he's never been that guy. I'm just saying I don't think these off the field actions are what caused. That's all I'm saying. He could be slumping in football. He could be on the downside of his career, but I'm just saying it's not because of the things he's doing off the field. That's all I'm trying to say. That's such a stretch for people to go to.
I do believe though. He's gonna have to do some, connecting with his teammates though, man. Because you doing all these dark retreats, ayahuasca, and all, and then you mad because y'all ain't got a connection. This is the time to build the connection.
That's actually an excellent point. Excellent point for real.
Are you mad? I ain't met you till August, and the season starts in September. Of course, we ain't gonna have a report in a month.
I remember when people were upset because like Brady and Mike Evans were out in the park throwing footballs during the middle of COVID, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, they're gonna get the birds sick." And I was like, "Yeah, they're gonna win a Super Bowl too. Just watch them. They're gonna win a Super Bowl because while everyone else was staying home, these guys were still out there playing." And that's what I'm saying. Like the AD thing that don't work. Like, I haven't picked the ball up in 8 months. That's a weird brag. That's not a good brag. Like it shows.
Especially if that's your Bible.
I'm not sure what the point is.
But I don't. I think, while he talking about all this, he should be making plans. You got enough money, rent you a mansion, call all your receivers, tight ends, running backs, and y'all spend 2 weeks some secluded area in California, where it ain't no ayahuascas and dark retreats. But, because everybody, just because you do it, don't mean everybody else do it.
They're playing in the dark with a glow-in-the-dark ball.
Right, like, hold on, because I don't do that.
I was about to say that'd be some crazy. That's crazy chemistry right there.
I'm gonna head out. I'll holler at y'all. But no, like seriously, that's what you need to do. You talking about a damn dark retreat? Go on
it's only 4 days, 4 nights, so it's not like you're gonna be there for a long time. So it's not.
He might start acting different,
He already acted
They
different.
start hitting you with the, them people told me about you. Like, bro, you tripping. I'm gonna go. I'll holler at you, bro. I'll
but
holler.
but yeah, honestly, to your point though, I do feel like he do need to pull that type of card because if you really think about it, all the top quarterbacks and even not the top tier quarterbacks, they
You saw Russ do it last year.
right, they was
They,
it Watson? He took the whole team to what was that, Vegas or something like that, or
like,
a cruise or something,
yeah.
like that. But it's just the fact that they're trying to build that team chemistry. But Aaron Rodgers is not trying to build team chemistry right now. He just wants to be all for self. But that's why I say that's a great point to make because this is the time that you need to be putting in that work with your team because of the fact of if you want to. I can't really say he needs to put the time because he doesn't even know if he's going to actually be with the Packers or not. But regardless of
He could
whatever
have did
his,
it last year when two
yeah,
of
that's
those
true.
top
That's true.
receivers are rookies.
That's
Like,
true.
bro, what the? How do you think this works?
But yeah, but whatever he decides to do after his little 4-day retreat, that's he needs to go straight to. All right, if I'm about to move my situation, I need to get with this
Yeah,
whole offensive line, receivers, tight ends, whatever, the whole shebang, and we need to start early, like you said. So I
like,
definitely that was a great
this,
point to make for
this
sure.
is just me. If I'm a quarterback or something, I'm trying to do something with the receivers one day, linemen the next, running backs a one day. Just something, so we all can have that camaraderie, communication. I don't, I I want if I was a quarterback, I would want my players and teammates to talk about me the way they talk about Jalen Hurts. Don't nobody say nothing bad about Jalen Hurts. He only been there what 3 years.
Mhm.
I haven't heard any bad things about anybody saying anything bad about him. But that's what you want your teammates to do, no
I
matter
don't
how
know
great.
any of his teammates that criticize him, but I will say because it seems like Devontae wants him to actually come out there and play, which would be wild. Him with Darren Waller
Yeah,
and Devontae, and that would be a great. Ooh, that would
but
be a good offense.
with
You
him
gotta
and
have that chemistry though. I mean,
yeah,
you
with
can't
him
just
and
go off
Josh
of
But he
McDaniels.
does. Him and
But
Devontae have the chemistry, and he's never had that tight end.
but that's a whole new other offense though, too. Though you feel me? Like that's a
Right, but think
different
of all the greats, man. They all had a tight end at some point. Whether it was Dallas Clark or Kelsey or I'm like he's never had that tight end.
could put Gronk up there. You had to use
he
Well,
should.
Alex
yeah, obviously, right.
Crumpler.
I'm not gonna name them all. I'm not gonna
Sorry,
name them all, but I'm just saying, yeah, he's never had that. So I mean, it would be interesting to see
Algie
how he
Crumpler.
plays with a good tight end if Darren Waller can stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we gonna
yeah,
see. But wherever you go, can you have a teammates retreat? Can you do that? It won't cost you. It might help you get another ring.
I don't know that he hasn't. That's what I'm saying. It's not just because it's not in the news doesn't mean he hasn't. But
Well,
maybe it'd be good for it to get out that the team has good camaraderie. Who knows?
the reason I'm saying that is because the way he treated his receivers last year, with the whole they're not prepared, and it's like you just got back. Who they gonna prepare with? That's equal to you. Like, come on, bro. You can't leave and then be like, oh man, they ain't right. Help them. You're the Hall of Fame quarterback. You're the top dog here. You supposed to help them get right. And you ain't supposed to be throwing them under the bus. Like, come on, dog. Ways to
Yeah.
do things.
But that's always been his problem, in my opinion. He's never really a great leader, and like I said, he's not really. I feel like he's not willing to take those extra steps to build that team chemistry. It's just
Yeah.
pretty much it seems like it's all about Aaron Rodgers. So that's clearly not gonna get you nowhere because you ain't won a Super Bowl since '09. So Aaron Rodgers, you got to get that together, my boy. But that has been today's show, fellas. Early on this beautiful early morning. So appreciate those people watching us here early. 10 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock your time. Appreciate the comments as well. I think that was our boy Vaughn that comment, if I'm not mistaken. So we appreciate that comment. And appreciate LeBron's greatness passing up Kareem. I'm not sure how the rest of the season is going to play out, but I know me, I always hope for the best for LeBron. These two, I'm not too sure about, but it is what it is. But
Ain't
My
no
boy,
LeBron.
well, exactly. That's why I said that. That's
Real quick,
exactly.
if AD comes back healthy, this is a completely different team. All of a sudden, the Lakers are scary again. For
I'm just
anyone, I don't care
curious.
who you are, scary again.
I'm just hoping that they can do something by tomorrow. That's all I'm hoping. I can hope for the best by the trade deadline. So again, appreciate y'all watching Real Deal Sports. Like I said, we appreciate y'all joining us on this beautiful Wednesday morning. The boy Nico, Suave to the Mofo. My boy John with that boy dude is fresh right there. Hardest working man.
I'm trying to bring back the Mon Shumpert, the Johnny Bravo.
I was just about to say Johnny
Keep going straight up as hard as I can.
Oh my god!
You gotta do the same at one time. You gotta do the nope.
Tell me it don't look like a headpiece at this point though. Like
Oh man, but yeah, it's your boy Big Watt. Appreciate y'all joining us. Like, share, subscribe here on Real Deal Sports. I think we got 87 now. Appreciate that. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on growing. So appreciate y'all. Thank you. We out. Throw it to Tyreek, y'all.
yeah, we out like Tyreek and the Dolphins.